BearPodcast 466.
It involves showing of more fur.
It's nothing like making a pig bottom squeal than using bacon lube.
Village there full of gays.
Hey, all you bears!
Okay, I just saw this on Facebook today. I think he's closeted. You think he's closeted?
And I got my ass chewed out by everything.
Thanks, you the gay, the geek, and the bizarre.
Laying on the couch eating bonbons and his jocks.
Just that I saw it next to
Do some sexting with
You're listening to BearPodcast.com.
He called and then he was freaked out. You're really bitter here.
I am very bitter.
Bitter.
It's been a
Party of
shitty
one
week.
over
The
here.
bitter party of one right here. It's been a shitty week, let me tell you.
Welcome everyone to Bear Podcast. I am Nard.
And I am Ray.
And welcome to episode 466. And we're recording on a Monday, April 9th, 2013.
April 9th.
April 29th.
Oh, 29th. I was going to say April 9th.
I was just testing if you're listening.
Right. I listen during the show usually.
Oh, okay.
It's after the show so weird that I don't listen.
Yeah. But you don't watch the shows, though.
Usually now I don't watch. I get too self-conscious about watching myself.
If you guys are watching the video, Ray's growing his long hair. He's having that wavy hair.
Only one of those guys that
Emo hair.
be like working like RuPaul. Fan hair.
Yes, it's it's kind of unusual to see you not putting gel on and just having.
Well, I got gel on. I just out of the normal gel that I use, I got to hit the Voldemort on the way back to the house to get some.
Okay.
Because my full thing of it is at Robbie's house, so
Okay.
I'm out at my house. It's kind of hard living between two households. It's really a pain in the ass, actually. So.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, okay. So welcome to Bear Podcast, and we are based here in Houston, and we're keeping ourselves dry because it's been raining for the past few days.
Yep.
It actually hailed last Saturday.
Yes, in areas that got a lot of hail.
Did you experience the hail? I heard they're gumball sized.
I don't think so. There might have been I was inside.
smaller.
I was lazy all weekend. I sit late. Other than going to a birthday party, I sit my ass in my bed all weekend long, pretty much. So.
Well, last weekend, Mike came over, so we had a couple of friends from New Orleans, and they hanged out. Mike cooked. Mike made a chocolate cheesecake, but didn't make one for us.
Oh, he didn't make one for us, but he made one for his students.
Yeah, he made one for us.
But I guess that's like, okay, have some of my chocolate cheesecake because most of y'all are flunking out anyhow. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. Okay, so a little bit of recap from last week.
Okay.
Thursday, we actually went to the Memorial City Mall just to watch Star Trek: The Next Generation, the digital remastered. It's the episode called Best of Both Worlds, where Picard was assimilated by the Borg.
Resistance is futile.
Yeah, and we enjoyed it because they have because it's coming from Blu-ray. It's got a DVD and Blu-ray.
Yeah, they're getting ready to release the season 3 DVD Blu-ray.
Yeah, so they featured some bloopers, some
Yeah,
what
we
else?
got a
Some
major
documentary
We
stuff.
got some documentary stuff where they talked about stuff that went on, and Patrick Stewart, bless his soul, some of the stuff he was talking about during the documentary, I was like, yeah, he's lost it.
Really.
I think so. I think he's just a happy old man now
Oh yeah, he's very old.
because he was in his
50s back
50s back then, and that's 20-something years ago.
Yeah, so he should be. Yeah, he's really old now.
So he's in his late 70s by now.
Yeah.
We should have looked that up and checked it out. But
Anyway, so it was a funny story that he was telling in that documentary part. There's a documentary part that they did, because I didn't get to watch this back in the 80s, where
well, they didn't have TV in the Philippines. Did
they didn't have TV.
Yeah, that's what I
We
figured.
didn't have color TV.
Yeah.
So that was when Locutus of Borg was there, and Jonathan Frakes' character, what's his name? Riker. Riker said, "Mr. Worf, fire." And that ended that episode, right? And,
Yeah.
and then the whole summer there was no Star Trek.
Yes. And I remember that because every Saturday in the quad in college, we would sit there and watch Star Trek. We would take over the quad office and watch Star Trek. And like people would get booted out if they started talking. I mean, we were that serious about it.
Oh,
And
really?
I remember that year, junior year, when that played it and we went and watched it, and it was like, oh my God, I can't believe they just did that.
They just did that.
They just left us hanging like that. So
But it's awesome. But me, I'm just watching it on DVD and everything, and I'm happy that I got to watch the whole thing.
the only thing that
back to back.
the only thing that I hate that unlike Babylon 5, they didn't record in high def and wide definition.
Yeah.
Where Babylon 5, from day one, they said, we're going to record in high def and we're going to record in widescreen. And people laughed at them because of why? Nobody's doing that yet. And they said, but one day they will.
Yeah.
And now all their stuff's equal
Oh.
with all the stuff we get today. It's just,
Yeah.
so.
And the problem with the Star Trek ones, it's now being remastered and.
But
they
you're
have
still
to-
at the old
They're still
box format.
Yeah. There's still some. But anyway, we're geeking out too much on this one.
Okay, so anyway.
Star Trek. But anyway, so how about you, Ray? What happened to your weekend?
Well, Thursday I was with you. We were geeking out with Star Trek.
Oh
Friday-
yeah, Mark joined us. So.
Yeah, Mark joined us.
Shout
Friday
out.
night, I had a birthday party for Ryan B. And you'll see his birthday pictures flash up in here. He turned 26, I think.
What is that young?
25, 26, yeah.
Such a baby.
He's still a baby, I know. I was just like, oh, Lord. So, but that was nice. A few people got held up because of the flooding here in Houston. So,
Okay. There he is. Ryan, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
Okay.
So, that big old chocolate cake you got. So, so we did that. And then, of course, we dealt with the rain. A lot of people couldn't come because they got flooded in. And there are areas in Houston that, lo and behold, because for some reason they never planned to deal with all the water runoff from torrential storms, that they get flooded into their neighborhoods. I mean, literally the streets flood and they can't get out. Like, I'd be stuck in most places in Houston now because my car is so low to the ground.
Yeah.
When I had the trucks and the SUV, it was okay because I was higher up. But
Yeah.
now I have to like, oh, am I going to be able to get there? Or
Yeah.
the streets flood bad over there. So, but there's a lot of flooding and people couldn't get out of there. And there's a lot of neighborhoods that once you get in them, if the streets flood going out of them, you can't get out of the neighborhood. You're stuck there.
That's Houston for you.
So-
Actually, last Saturday, a couple of friends were supposed to come over here at the house, and then they got stuck because there was hail and there was lots of rain, and my friend Mark had to get off the street and parked in a stranger's driveway, and I think the owner was looking at him. Why are you parking in my driveway? Because it's just flooding so the water's just so high he couldn't
Yeah.
drive out, and he has his Soul. He has a new Soul, Kia Soul, and he didn't want to drive it through the water. So it's just really a bad weekend, and because of that, also our softball games were rained out yesterday, Sunday. So
Well, that's right. Ryan's thing was Saturday night, not Friday night.
what was it? Sunday night,
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Yeah,
I keep getting my days mixed up. I'm getting old.
yeah. We're getting old. Getting old is too bad.
I know.
Anyway, so that's what happened. Just being rained out here in Houston. So it's really sad.
Yeah.
We're going
But
through much.
while I was locked up in the house this weekend, watching my sci-fi shows, Netflix has been advertising Hemlock Grove, which is a sci-fi chiller, supernatural type show.
Okay.
It's only on Netflix. So if you got Netflix, I highly suggest you go get it. But Hemlock Grove, the basic story is a teenage girl is brutally murdered, and murdered sparking a hunt for her killer. But in a town where everyone hides a secret, will they find the monster among them? So basically it deals with werewolves and vampires. None of them sparkle or anything. But the cast is pretty good. You got Famke Janssen, who was Phoenix on X-Men. You got Lil Taylor, who, I don't know why, but they always make it a big deal when she's in a show. I guess because she's always been good. And then one of the lead characters was Bill Skarsgård, I think is how you say it. But his two brothers are Alexander Skarsgård from True Blood. You know who that is?
Which one is he?
The big Viking. Eric.
Oh, Eric. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then for y'all that watch Vikings, Floki on there is Gustav Skarsgård, which is his older brother. So apparently the whole family acts.
Oh, okay.
And Landon and Brian, is that how you say it? LeBrian?
LeBoyron.
LeBrian?
LeBoyron.
Who I was like sitting through this whole show. I was like, where do I know this guy from? He was on Terra Nova. He was the son on Terra Nova. But he has several nice nude scenes. For the Bears out there, there's Aaron Douglas, who was
Chief Engineer Tyrrell from Battlestar
Star
Galactica.
He
The
didn't have
newer one.
the
Okay.
newer one, but he didn't have any nude scenes.
He didn't have any news
No.
scenes, maybe soon. Okay.
So,
I'd
but
like
there's
to
a
see
lot
him
of
make it.
sex and titties and
Oh.
cute little boy ass.
But you know, Aaron Douglas, he knows he's a bear, and he talked about it. I think in Slice of Sci-Fi. I
Yeah.
think, or he was interviewed somewhere that he was actually acknowledging that the bears like him and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Aaron Douglas.
So he knows who his fan base is. So.
He knows his fan
Yeah.
base.
But Landon, they kept referring to him as you're very hair sweet suit or sweet, however you say it.
Hirsute.
Hirsute. And I was like, that boy ain't got no damn hair on him. What are y'all talking about? He got some face scruff and this little pleasure trail and ain't nothing else hairy except maybe his arms and legs. And I'm like,
Maybe he's beefy. No.
well, I mean, he's got a nice body, but I mean, he's very lean.
Okay.
But they kept acting like because his character, he's supposed to be all super hairy because he's like a werewolf or something. But
Yeah.
I was just like, y'all need to get a grip because that is not hairy.
That's
I
not
said,
hair-
let me take you to
that
a
is
bear
not
event,
hirsute
and
at
I will
all.
show you some hair sleeves. So, but anyway, I highly suggest Hemlock Grove. It's 13 episodes. They're about 40 minutes each. Very good.
This is what's good about Netflix right now. What they do is they pick up a show and then they release it, all 13 episodes.
Yeah.
All 15 episodes, just like the House of Cards. That's what they did right with the House of Cards. And that's what they're going to do with Arrested Development. Sometime in May or June, I think, they're going to release all 15 episodes of Arrested Development. So you can watch it at your own leisure.
Yeah. So now you're getting stuff that like Amazon's doing their own specific shows. Netflix is doing their own specific shows.
Which is good. I mean, if it really picks up, then on the air, over the air TV might really have a problem. But
Yeah.
okay, what do you
Just
think?
like if Serenity ain't coming back, Arrested Development ain't coming back.
Well, it is actually Arrested Development is already coming back.
Well, it's not coming back on regular TV, is it?
Oh no, it's not.
Okay, that's what I
Netflix
thought.
picking it up. But my question for you, Ray, how do you like the model of Netflix showing 15 episodes? Boom, drop it. You watch it at your own leisure.
I think that's awesome because then you don't have to sit there and wait for everything.
Not like HBO.
Oh yeah.
HBO, you
Well,
have
see,
to wait a week.
But see, they're a different format.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, they're a television station basically. So they air their stuff, and then they show. Then 24 hours later, you can find the content online. Where Netflix is, they're not
They
doing. They don't have this whole network program, and they put shows out there for people to watch when they want to watch them.
Yeah.
Which is why some people have issues with Netflix because they're like, well, what about how do you get consumers and stuff to watch it and get your? Because eventually, I'm sure there's going to be commercials.
Oh yeah.
So-
Well, let me see. You are
'Cause it's
paying
like-
$8. I
Yeah,
mean,
but eventually, I mean, to subsidize some of the stuff they do or stuff, I'm sure there's going to be commercial. I mean, it's like watching YouTube. There's always like a little 20-second commercial you got to watch.
yeah,
every
but
so
YouTube
often.
is free. But this one you pay for it. Maybe they would increase the price if they raise it to $1. Maybe I don't mind. I mean,
So.
no commercial programming that they give you all at the same time. All 15 episodes of a show, of a series just go. I think it's a great idea.
But I mean, like regular TV, I understand why they don't do that because they want people to watch and follow it every week, and that's where they get the money from advertising and Procter and Gamble and all the other soap ads. So
Anyway, so yeah, that's our thoughts of. So I'll check it out. Hemlock Grove.
Yeah.
I have so much to watch. Actually, Netflix. I started to watch Battlestar Galactica, the original series. I'm trying to catch up. on that
you're
one.
like, oh my god, this is so lame. After I went back and rewatched it, I loved the stories because I remember them as a kid when I was like, God, these special effects were lame.
Yeah.
And back then I was like, oh my god. I mean, I used to die for Battlestar until Battlestar Galactica came out on Sunday night. I was like,
Yeah.
as a kid, I was about to die.
But now I was watching it. I'm just after the story, and they pretty much talk about the same stuff. I mean, I watched the whole series, the newer one,
Yeah.
and yeah, I liked it. I'm kind of familiar with some of the characters, except for Starbuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on, Ray. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's go to our topics.
Topics. More entertainment. It's that time of the month. What's coming out in May, folks? So just to run this down real quick. May movies. Of course, May 3rd. What's coming out May 3rd?
It's Iron Man 3.
3.
Yes.
So, and then I just noticed this one's coming out. It's called Generation Sex, Drugs, and Indecision, which is kind of what we were talking about earlier at dinner about these younger people being very indecisive generation.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, but the reason I put it on is because it's got Keanu Reeves in it. So, and it looked interesting, the spiel they gave it on the movie notes. But it's about this group of people about sex, drugs, and they can't make a decision about what the hell they want to do with their lives.
So it's not going to be like, whoa, I know Kung Fu. Whoa.
I don't know. I hope not.
It's
I
like The
hope not.
Matrix.
I hope not. And then, of course, May 10th, Tyler Perry's Peoples come out, The Great Gatsby, and Aftershock. Now, you've seen the previews for Aftershock. It's got every freaking actor in Hollywood that's kind of hot right now.
Yeah.
The whole premise of this story is the world ends. What do these actors do? They're all.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
Whose house are they at partying at?
Oh, I forgot.
I forgot.
But
Isn't it?
But it's an all-star cast. I just remember.
James Franco's house. They're all partying at, and they get stuck there.
They got stuck, yeah.
And then, like some of the B and D list movie players are getting in there trying to interact with them, and they like beat their ass. And
So everybody's acting. Everybody's themselves.
yeah.
Everybody's themselves. Performing as themselves.
So
Oh, that's-
and it's got a ton of people. Your favorite comedy guy?
Who?
The guy from The Hangover.
Oh, Zach Galifianakis. Okay.
I think he's in there. And, no, what's one that did Green Lantern? Not Green Lantern.
Which one? Another
Yeah,
sci-fi?
The Green Jacket.
Oh, the Green Jacket. Oh, sorry. The Green Hornet.
Green Hornet. Sorry. Yeah. I'm thinking about the Masters in Augusta,
Green
Georgia.
Jacket.
Sorry.
The Green Hornet. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. He's
Seth
in there.
Rogen's
so.
going to be there. As himself, yeah.
That's himself. So yeah. And then of course, May 15th, when I'm doing Bear Watch and can't go watch it in the theater until everything's done, Star Trek Into Darkness comes out.
Wait, May 15th? When is Bear Watch? May 17th?
May
17, 18, 19?
We go down
right?
there on the 16th.
We go there on the 16th. Oh, I can watch it. Maybe.
Well, they're saying here it opens on the 15th, so maybe they're doing a midnight show. And since
So you want to do that?
And since I'm off Thursday, I might go do that. We might have to go to the midnight show.
Okay.
I'll have to check that out as it gets
We
closer.
might
The
watch
tickets
the
go on
midnight
sale.
show for Star
So
Trek
that
Into
might
the
be a way
Darkness.
to work around it, and Ray be okay for Bear Watch. But do you want to read what Into Darkness is about?
Okay, so Into the Darkness. When the crew of the Enterprise is called back home, they find an unstoppable force of terror from within their own organization has detonated the fleet and everything it stands for, leaving our world in a state of crisis. With a personal score to settle, Captain Kirk leads a manhunt to a war zone world to capture a one-man weapon of mass destruction as our heroes are propelled into an epic chess game of life and death, and love will be challenged, friendships will be torn apart, and sacrifices must be made for the only family Kirk has left. His crew. Yeah.
So
That's his crew. I'm excited about it because, it's Star Trek. What can
Yeah.
you say?
and the previews look good.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing of the Enterprise underwater and being able to take off, because that was some premises that people on the fan fiction stuff had written about, and I'm glad they've incorporated it into this.
Oh, really?
That
Because
the Enterprise could land and take off, and it didn't have to do all this other crazy stuff.
Oh, that's right. Because the reason why the original Enterprise, they couldn't really land because it doesn't have a landing gear. I mean, it doesn't have any.
The reason they couldn't do that because probably it was too expensive to do the special effects to make it look like it was
They
landing.
could land. So they thought of transport.
They did
Transporters.
And then I don't know if it's the first season or the second season when they introduced the shuttles.
Oh, the shuttles. Yeah. But I know one ship that can land on ground.
Voyager?
Voyager.
Yeah.
Only Starship Voyager, in the Star Trek series Voyager, can land on ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that in I think the first season or second season, I think.
Basically landed in an 11-story building. Actually, was it 11 or 14 stories? I think it's 14 stories.
Decks.
Decks. Yeah.
There are 15 decks.
15 decks.
I kind of kind of geeked out on Star Trek Voyager back then. It has 50, I think it has 15 decks, and it can land. It's an experimental ship when it came out. Of course, by the movie came out,
Yeah.
by the end game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last episode is the oldest.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So that's Star Trek for you.
Okay.
Star Trek Into the Darkness. Looking
Okay.
forward for it. May 15th. Okay.
All right, May 24th, Fast and Furious 6. Vin Diesel is back. The
Okay,
whole
who
crew's
among
back.
you guys listening or watching this really like who is Vin Diesel your type? He's not my type. It's your type. He's your type, right?
Pretty much that entire cast is my type. What are you talking about?
Oh, good lord. Some people find him really hot. I don't, but I think he's a interesting character, especially in The Pacifier. No, The Pacifier. I didn't watch The Pacifier.
Yes, also, that weekend is Epic, which is the big animated, I think, DreamWorks movie. And then The Hangover Part 3 comes out that weekend, too.
I'm looking forward to that one because I heard it's going to be better than Hangover Part 2. So, of course, it's got Zach Galifianakis, so I have to watch it.
Yeah. And then, of course, May 31st, After Earth, the Will Smith movie with his son, and the movie Now You See Me. So that's what's coming out in May, folks. And then, of course, that weekend kicks off the summer, so it'll be blockbuster weekends after that.
Yep. I'm excited about these movies coming up, so probably will be watching it and probably reviewing it in the coming few weeks. All right, so let's move on, Ray, to our bear runs, our events.
Our bear run, of course, is still Bear Watch, May 17th through the 19th in Galveston, Texas. You can go register at www.bearwatch.net. There are only about 15 spots left before we are completely sold out.
15.
15
It's that fast,
spots.
okay.
So if you hadn't registered, hopefully if you see this, you go get registered immediately on Wednesday because I had 3 more people registered today, so it knocked us down to 15. So
Okay, that's
so
good to hear.
it's closing. We're getting that 200, almost hitting that 250 mark, and then we're done. So, and then you also see the advertising we got flashing back here about the Twit party at Bear Watch on Friday night. That's happening at Stars Beach Club, which Twit's doing for the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's open to anybody. Anybody can come to that. You just have to give them your email address and get your little Twit card, and you get in to the bar. So,
Okay. So, what else, Ray?
and then on June 2nd, Maynard's favorite show, charity event that he likes to do because he gets to dress up in drag,
Excuse me, I don't think I'm going to do it this year, okay?
is Bears and Bras. Did you put that poster up?
Yes, I know I did. You downloaded it.
I don't know. I didn't know if I said. Hey, Jeffrey. But that's a charity event for the Houston Bears where the Bears dress up in drag. So
It's for a cause. It's for a fundraiser.
and it's funny. I mean, it's one of those things you don't shave everything. Everything is like tacky makeup and
It's
wait till
bear
you see
drag.
wait till you see one of my dresses
Oh,
this
God.
year.
I'm scared. I'm going to take pictures, though.
Yeah, all you Carol
I'll probably
Burnett
take videos.
all you Carol Burnett fans will love it.
Really? Okay.
Yes. So,
Looking forward to it.
Bazinga.
That's right.
So, okay, we're ready for the
Okay.
gay, the geek, and the bizarre.
Yes, we are ready for the Geek and the Bizarre.
Okay, I'll take the gay this week.
Okay.
All right, if anybody has been living under a rock, and by the time the show comes out, if you do not know about this, this is probably one of the most for a lot of people, a momentous thing. A professional athlete that's still working comes out as gay. On this week's cover of Sports Illustrated, you will see I'm a 34-year-old NBA center. I'm black and I'm gay. Washington Wizards player Jason Collins reveals that he's gay. Jason Paul Collins, an American professional basketball center with the Washington Wizards of the National Basketball Association, came out as gay. So everybody's been talking about that today.
Yeah.
And I think we were talking about it texting at work today, and Mike's was like, well, will his contract be renewed now?
Well, that's true because the season's over, and we'll see if he gets. That's a good question. Will his contract be renewed?
And will this a ploy to, so he could, if he doesn't get his contract renewed, he can say they did it because I was gay?
Yes. Well, I think he did it that way. He announced that he's going to be gay, that he is gay,
Yeah.
so that if they really do not take him in, then he will call that.
Yeah,
then he would
so
call that.
maybe.
I was not accepted. My contract was not renewed because I'm gay.
Gay.
So and then people will rally. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I
So
don't know.
we'll see. But anyway, at 9 a.m. last Friday, writer Franz Lids, I think that's how you say his name,
Yep.
drove to the Los Angeles home of Jason Collins with a completed draft story of which the two had collaborated on 2 days earlier. When he arrived, Lids was introduced to Collins' mother and father, his twin brother, Jaron, and a high school classmate. High school classmate?
That's my classmate.
They, along with Jason, would have final approval. As the group gathered around the kitchen table, Lid's daughter Daisy offered a suggestion. Why not have Jason read the story aloud? And so he begun. I am 34-year-old NBA center. I'm black and I'm gay, which is very significant that it's a black man coming out.
Right.
As closeted as the African American population is in America about being gay.
I think he did it with a lisp, though.
I don't know.
So
I don't think he talks.
I'm a
with a lisp.
34-year-old
I don't think he did it
NBA
with a lisp.
center,
I don't think he
and
did it
I'm
with a
black and I'm gay. Hey.
lisp. No,
I don't think he did that.
No, I think he's too mainstream for that. So.
Oh, okay, right. I
There
don't
will
know.
be dialogue, plenty of it, in the coming days and weeks and months about Collins' story as a watershed moment. And it is. At 69, tennis great Billie Jean King says, "This has been one of my prayers. There are many others who have and will have something to add. Collins' speed dial friends Bill Clinton and Condoleezza Rice, to name two. None will speak more powerfully, not this week at least, than Jason Collins. His message, though, is not that of bearer of the battle flag. It's far simpler. His words on the cover story say it all. Pro basketball is a family, and pretty much every family I know has a brother, sister, or cousin who's gay. In the brotherhood of the NBA, I just happen to be the one who is out." So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
See what happens.
And
Of
they
course,
keep-
everybody's going to look at him. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's
Well,
going to be.
you know, they've been saying that 4 athletes are going to come out pretty soon. So here's one.
Here's one. You mean? I heard.
And there's the football draft, the college football draft we talked about last year. I mean, last week, not last year, last week.
Yeah.
So, but he's not a professional yet. He hasn't been drafted. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with him.
Do you think they're gonna say I didn't get drafted because I'm gay? Or
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that-
Who knows? Who knows?
Is that going to be the new thing? I'm gay. I didn't get the job.
That's right.
I'm black. I didn't get the job because I'm black. I didn't get the job because I'm gay. I didn't get the job because I'm white. I didn't get the job because I'm overeducated.
Well,
So
overeducated.
oh, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So, yeah, tell us what you think. If you guys are into sports, are you gonna follow this? I guess we're gonna.
not water sports, just sports in general.
All right. Let's go for the geek. Google Glass takes on shower test. Actually, Google Glass has been around for a couple of months or maybe a year now. They've been talking about it already. It's one of those Google devices that you put on your head. And
It's one of them sci-fi things they have on them sci-fi
cool.
shows where you,
okay, so Google chairman Eric Schmidt has said himself that there might be some places where it might not be best to wear Google glasses. Google's connected glasses, which overlays digital information in the real world, but a well-known technology and social media personality, Robert Scoble, has found that his personal shower is not one of those places. It's kind of stupid. I mean, I guess he's just being.
I
being
think
funny.
maybe he's just being funny.
Yeah, okay. So it's Scoble, who received his $1,500 Explorer version of Glass 2 weeks ago, has been documenting his time with the wearable device on Google Plus. When he shared that his pair survived a serious rainstorm, some doubted that the glass could be that water resistant. So he just wore it and took a shower. I think I took this picture because this story because Robert Scoble I think is kind of cute. Some of you bear chasers out there. So anyway, of course this is just silly. Showering with. Why would you want to shower with your $1,500 Google Glass?
Because you want to take a video of the lather up stage for all your gay fans.
But it's first person. You're looking at. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
but
look at
you're
your
looking
junk.
down and like, oh,
You can look
suck that
down.
gut in, see my junk.
Well, pull the folds. So
Now, if porn picks this up, and they're wearing these when they're having sex with somebody else, and they start putting that in, so you're seeing the thing from what the bottom and the top or the side or whatever they want to call is doing.
Yeah.
They all got these Google glasses on. They put that in the movie. That's going to be interesting to see.
if they make a
Because usually it's third person.
Yeah, it's usually it's third person, a separate camera.
Yeah.
But then if it's a first person, then it would just be, yeah,
Now, here's the
always
thing.
front.
Like cell phones, so they can be misused.
In what way? Oh, when somebody comes all over you, getting a bukkake or something, it would just spill all over your
No.
Google Glass?
No.
No, okay.
I'm talking about people driving and they're searching Facebook and all that
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of stuff. And doing all that
That's
stuff
the
that they
problem.
shouldn't be doing when they're driving.
That's the
And-
problem.
And
You're
that's going to be the
already
thing
distracted.
is now I saw the one that on the previews of it on the Google site. There's one where they're driving and it puts a map up and tells them, which is okay, I can deal with that because that'd be nice to have in the car up edge display so you can see the map on the windshield like you do
The problem with it though, it's like a 24-inch TV in front of you. I mean, that's the illusion that it does. It's 1280 by 720p on yours. That's the effect.
Yeah.
However, the problem with it is you always have to switch your depth of perception because either you're looking at the TV and then you look at the front where your windshield is,
Yeah.
and you're driving. It's a big distraction. I
Yeah.
think it is.
So we'll see if this gets abused. Well, and then also you have all these kids now. If they get these and they're out having sex with their girlfriends, and they got them on, and somebody's not paying attention. Oop, sex videos.
Yep. But of course, take off that glass because everybody knows about Google Glass at this point now, right? So
My mother, I'm sure she doesn't know what Google
right,
Glass is.
I'm sure she's gonna see people wearing that. What is that? What are
Not
those Google
Nitsville.
Glass?
My question is, how do they work? Do they connect to your phone? And
No,
use it?
I think they're standalone, and then they're wireless, and then you talk to it. Glass, record video. Glass, take a picture. That's what you say.
Well, I
And
saw
then-
them doing that, but I was like, what? How does it charge? How does it connect to the internet to pull all this stuff down?
Wi-Fi, or you're tethered on your phone. Yeah. So you can actually watch videos with
Yeah.
it.
What's the runtime of the glasses?
They try to make it one day, the whole day. So after a day, at night, you have to charge it. So it is interesting. I mean, these are the pains of new technology.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same reason why, it's the same pains that you'll have when they introduced cameras on phones, that people are afraid of it being misused.
Yeah.
And how is it now? Everybody's got a cell phone with a
Yeah.
camera,
So
and they don't care
Are
anymore.
they going to be banned from concerts?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's the point. There are some businesses who say that they don't want Google Glass because when you go in, this is a private place, or even to the gym. Please take off your Google Glass. Please take it off. The same way you don't take videos when you're
Yeah.
with your phone. So with the Google
Some
Glass,
people do though.
yeah, and there's no way to know. I think there's a light maybe that say when you say glass, record video, and then you go into the room, and I think there's a light that shines so that everybody would know that hey, you are recording. Turn that off. So yeah, you talk to it, and yeah, it records video. It can take pictures, and
I wonder
who
if you can
knows?
tether it to your computer, so while you're working on your computer, it goes to the Google Glass.
So instead of your monitor,
Monitor?
you just go to your glass.
Well, no, I mean literally. That way you could be literally be working typing and not having to look down at the screen because it's all right here.
But then some people don't have to look at their keyboard though.
Well, I have to do that too, but then I could be looking at the keyboard and see what's printing out without doing that all the time. Because
Or
I'm
you
a
can just talk to
bad typist.
You know, I'm looking forward to become a mainstream device. Google Glass, it's just expensive right now. Probably
Yeah.
3 years from now, it would go down to $500 each or something like
Yeah.
that. So I'm looking forward to that. That'd be good. That'd be good. Okay. So yeah, what do you guys think of Google Glass? Are you guys gonna buy? Are you gonna buy when it drops the price?
When it's cheap, I can afford to buy it. Yes, maybe.
Yeah, like, I mean, will it be appealing for you?
I think so. It depends on what all the uses you have for it. I mean, right now it's a novelty thing,
Actually,
and it
yes,
has
yeah.
and it has some minor uses, but it's going to be interesting to see what develops out of that. And then the next thing is, will it replace a phone?
Actually, you can. If you can.
Because that would be
You
the
can go
next
online
thing
with
is completely get rid of the phone altogether, and everything's done through the Google.
So what's gonna
Glass.
happen now? Everybody brings a mirror, right? And then he Skypes with someone, and then right because it's not something you look at. It's something. Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't. There's no camera going to you. It's coming from your eye. So, is that your phone?
That's your phone.
My phone doesn't alarm that way.
That's not of your.
What the hell is that?
That's Maynard's sex toys.
My sex toys are playing music. Why is it doing
It
that?
sounds like it's coming from the couch over here, which y'all can't see, but it's hilarious.
Really?
So,
Oh my god. Okay, I gotta
is
look
that
for
your
it.
alarm?
No, I don't think so.
Well, pause everything.
Where is it?
It's in your bedroom. What? It was glowing a minute ago.
Oh, somebody was calling.
Who was calling? Why don't you have your phone on airplane mode, Maynard? Oh my God! You just ruined the podcast. We got to start over from scratch now. Was anybody important? Huh?
Somebody tried to call. That's weird.
What phone is in there? You got a phone here and a phone there recording the show.
Android phone there.
Oh, so you traitor with the Android phone.
See, it's part of the Google experience.
Mm-hmm.
There's some music. I don't know if you guys heard that, but
Well, this is a good segue into the bazaar.
Let's go to the bazaar.
So somebody sent me this today before, and then people making comments on the text message that was going back and forth about me, and I already posted it on Facebook. So for the bazaar, Star Wars BDSM toys from a kinky galaxy far, far away. Lightsabers aren't just for defending the galaxy. When used correctly with a safe word, they can provide hours of sexy fun. Itsy Seller, Geek Inc. turns into lightsabers and other tappings of the Star Wars universe to create enough whips, restraints, and paddles to keep BDSM aficionados sore and still through the entire saga. So basically, they've got they've done lightsabers as whips, and they've got a paddle with the Death Star. They got a bunch of different stuff
It's
on there.
basically the handle, the lightsaber itself, without the blade, of course, whatever. But the blade is represented by the whip itself,
The whips, yeah.
the tassel. What do you call that? The leather part.
Tassel, that, yeah.
The tassel. The tassel. I'm doing the
whips,
feel-
I guess.
the whip part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the handles are lightsabers, but the leather part that hits the body or whatever.
And they have red and
Yeah,
different
red.
colors.
That's pretty good. And they also have the paddles. The paddles.
yes, they have a paddle almost like these. It looks like the exact same one I have, except it's black and it's got the Death Star engineering symbol on it.
Oh, really?
So, but they had a bunch of stuff, cute stuff there. Of course, a lot of people posted, "I'm a serious BDSM person, and I would never use this because I want my play to be serious." And I'm like, "Oh, play schmay." When your ass is being whipped with it, you would not know the difference because you should be blindfolded and tied up. Never mind.
So remember, send one to Ray
That's right. My birthday's
for his
coming up.
birthday. His birthday's coming up next month.
Right. I would gladly accept that. I like the red one, please.
The red one.
The red whip. The red lightsaber whip.
Why? Because
Flogger.
because it's red.
Because it's red. Yeah.
Oh, in case it bleeds. If the guy bleeds while you're ripping, you
Well,
can't tell.
No,
No, no,
it's not like that.
it's not like that. I'm sorry.
This ain't the last crucifixion of Christ.
Okay.
Well, they're ripping flesh off.
Oh no, that's scary.
So
But anyway, okay. So, what do you guys think? It's an interesting. I probably get one.
I think it's cute. I think it's funny,
I think it's funny. Yeah.
and I want some. But
You could bring it to Louis, and everybody would have a field day with it.
yeah, my question is that when you're flogging, does it go?
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Does it make
Ah,
sound
and
effects?
then
Does
you
it
and
make
then the guy
sound
scream,
effects?
"Oh, please stop, Father!" Just
Yeah.
whipping like that. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
Ooh, all the
So
fun
we'll
you can
see.
have with
It'll be
that.
fun. It'll be fun to see.
Lightsaber whips. Okay, so let's do some shout outs. We have some. Oh, this is Dave.
Dave, shave Dave.
The shave
And here's me the
Dave.
chicks up in Houston when it floods.
Yep, they're still going out. They're still heading out.
That's right. They're still heading out. We can go through. Of course, this is Ryan, the birthday boy.
Yep.
Bear Watch, the twit party for Bear Watch at Stars.
Yeah, we're describing
It's a nerd.
our pictures.
Not a nard, but a nerd.
Our pictures that we're flashing right now. So if you're
Jeffrey
watching the
G,
video,
happy birthday.
yeah, Jeffrey, happy birthday.
Mr. Panda Bear.
Yep.
I thought it was funny that he's eating the leaves.
Yeah, he's being like a panda.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Ryan, and happy birthday, Jeffrey. So okay. So what's the plan for this week? What are we gonna do?
Work mostly. Get ready for Bear Watch.
Get ready for Bear Watch.
First week in May. You know,
So
here
this coming
comes Bear
Thursday-
Watch. Bear Watch meeting.
It's a last Bear Watch
The
meeting.
last true Bear Watch meeting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's when Bear runs for me are like reunions. Like in Transfer or TBR, you get to see all your other friends from other cities.
And someday I'm gonna sneak out. If I had my Google lens, I'd sneak around and watch Maynard at a bear body. He's like, it's like a kid in the damn candy
That's
store.
right. Google Glass
Yes,
in the foam pit.
No,
No.
that would probably mess him up. All you see is foam.
It was
And
only
it's too
his
dark.
phone. Oh, that's right. And shine a light. Bring your cell phone to
No,
light.
no cell phones and
Not a
cameras are
good
allowed
idea.
inside a bear watch.
Okay.
So
All right. So this coming weekend, actually, I will be in Austin. I will be there for the Texas Shootout. My team, Houston Dirty, will be playing there. We're gonna play against different Houston, Austin, and Dallas teams. Probably Oklahoma too. And it's gonna be exciting.
Oklahoma, where the winds come sweeping across the plains.
I'm excited because I'm gonna try not to get lost. Like last year, I got lost going to the Iron Bear. Remember that? It's I thought
You need to call Roger. Like, Roger, I'm lost. Help me.
Oh, call Roger. Roger is he works at the door there. At the,
Oh, he's the co-owner of Iron
It's the
Bear.
corner of Iron
Yeah.
Bear now, yeah. Yeah, I should talk to Roger. Roger. So, okay, this weekend, any movies that we're going to watch? May 3rd. May 3rd is
Iron Man.
Iron Man. We got to watch that. Oh, I'll be out. That's right.
You
I
won't
might
be?
watch it there. Or maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll see.
So.
All right, so I guess that's our show. I'm trying to remember if we forgot anything.
Dave looks like one of those cats that don't have hair.
Really? He's all shaven up.
Up. Yeah.
I think he's manscaping for the week.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I wonder how it looks like when it grows. I mean,
It's gonna be itchy for a couple weeks.
It will be itchy. Would it be thicker? You think after shaving off your chest hairs, would it be thicker when it comes back?
I think so.
Oh,
It seems like anytime you shave something, comes back longer and thicker. So
okay. So if you shave your pubes,
they come back bushier than ever.
really?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. No kidding.
Yeah, well, most Asian, that dark, deepest Africa bush that most Asians have, y'all need to keep that trimmed.
Keep that right.
Unless you're dating Julio.
Oh, okay. Because he likes that crotch fro, right?
He likes the crotch fro, yeah.
All right, so that's it, our show. Thank you everyone for watching or listening. If you want to contact us, send your emails to show@bearpodcast.com.
Or you can give us a call at 206-222-2327. That's 206-222-BEAR. Call and leave us a voice message and we'll play it on the show.
Yes.
Call us, please. No, really, please call us.
Yes, call us. Give us a call. Could play it in the show. Subscribe via iTunes and Vimeo. Also on YouTube. You can watch this video. This show is available in YouTube. You can watch it there. And follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And go to the official website at bearpodcast.com. You'll find all the links there, everything that we talked about, all our topics, and all the links on how to get to this show, how to listen to it. You can go to the website, okay, bearpodcast.com. All right, so thank you everyone for watching or listening, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Bear Podcast. Many wolves and many hugs.
Woof, what a bear.
Podcast your ass.
Woof, what a bear. Woof, what a bear.
Podcast your ass.
Woof, what a bear. Woof, what a bear.
Podcast your ass.
Woof, what a bear.
Those pubes get on there.
Because it does say soft white, and it's still not soft white.
Okay, how you doing? Test 1 2 test 1 2 testicles.
I don't need a Tic Tac. Why did you get a Tic Tac? You'll be chewing. You're eating Tic Tacs. Would you finish that first?